So I'm doing this video in probably the most low-tech way I've ever done a video. Let me explain. If you're over 40 and you're wanting to do video, especially on YouTube, and you're kind of like scared of like the tech and the gear and what you're going to say, I'm doing this video for you. It's actually okay, it's a little for me too because this is so far the lowest techest thing I've ever done. I've been a professional video person for a long time, worked in television for a long time, and been doing the YouTube thing since technically 2017. I get that the technical stuff can really hold people back. I get comments like this one. It says, they actually complimented the video, thank you, but it said, just started my YouTube channel and trying to make one video per week, caught up in the technical stuff, but I am persistent. So what I decided to do is I saw somebody on YouTube do a video with this device, and I thought, hey, I've got one of those. I'm shooting this on an iPod Nano. Do you remember that? An iPod Nano. I've got two or three of these. I actually found this one in a drawer, and I thought, oh, it's got a video camera on this. This was actually my daughter's, and it's still got some of her old videos on there. She's older now, so I'm not going to delete it. But I thought, what the heck? Use this to shoot a video just to show you that as long as you've got something to say, something to share, it doesn't matter what the gear is that you use. Does gear matter? Yeah, you need some gear to create something. But right now, I'm shooting this on an iPod Nano. And to prove it, this angle is on my iPhone 13 Pro. And I had to do something crazy just to get it on this. And by the way, it won't hold a charge, so it's on the battery. Hopefully I've got this down right where it was. But I just wanted to prove that I'm shooting this on an iPod Nano. I don't have any microphone on. Now, audio is very important, but as long as they can hear you. Now, I'm going to put this in Final Cut Pro, and Final Cut Pro has a couple of cool little features called like voice isolation, and it'll make my voice sound, well, what it does is it isolates my voice. Don't make it more what it is. It does what it says it does. I don't really plan on EQing it. I don't really know what it's going to sound like. I've done a couple of little tests just to even see if I was in the right way, because if you remember on the shot I just showed you that, here, I'll show you one more time. There's no screen. I don't even know. I'm looking right here at the lens. I hope I'm in frame. But I'm not using a mic. Audio is very important, but I wanted to just do this, I mean, as raw as I could. And lighting, I have no other light. I mean, there's a light on, some lights on in my office, but right now I'm being lit by a window. Thank you, God, for the free light, because you can do that as well. But when this lady said, that the technical stuff, she gets caught up in that. Here's the thing. If you have something to share on YouTube, especially video, don't let the tech stuff hold you up. I mean, if you've got an iPod Nano, put it out there. Now, there's going to be some pros out there to say, well, that's not very professional. That you're not creating for them. I think it's too often the pros get caught up in the gear, and they're always buying something new and something new and something new. Two of the cameras I have a Canon M50 Mark II and an M6 Mark II. And if you don't know a lot about those cameras, that's okay. I'll put links to those down in the description. Canon, in their infinite wisdom, and I love Canon, decided to discontinue those cameras. Was it like a year ago? It's like, what? Because they're getting into the R line. Here's the thing. You can still get those cameras on some good deals, even though there's some places jacked it up. I would highly recommend the Canon M50 Mark II. It is a great camera. I still shoot a lot of my videos with that. It looks good. I love it. And just because a camera's been discontinued doesn't mean you can't still use it. I mean, the iPod Nano, do they even make them anymore? If you're trying to get started, use what you have to create. It is much better to get you out there in the world, to get your message out there in the world, than to worry about, well, do I have the right camera? Do I have the right mic? Do I have the best? That's the best. There is no best. Always consider what your budget is, where you are in your lifestyle, and just what you can use to create. What was the other thing she said? She's trying to make one video a week. That's great. That is great. If you can do a video a week, I would recommend that. But that's a recommendation. That's not a must do. There's a lot bad advice out on YouTube, and some of it's just flat out wrong as well. Do what you can. I heard a podcast this morning. The guy, as my mom used to say when she was alive, bless his heart, he was working 2 jobs, 80 hours a week. I just can't fathom that. And a wife and a 3-year-old. And he's still wanting to do YouTube. And he's kind of struggling with how much to do. And the advice that the podcaster gave him, I thought was really good. Block out some time here and there in your day when you can do it, and just do what you can. And I think that's the key. One idea would be to go live. I mean, even if you've never gone live before, it's kind of like you're done. You go live, you can have your notes if you want to, you can have some bullet points, you can have a script, and just do it and be done with it. You don't even have to edit it later if you don't want to. But the idea is do what you can to get it out there. What did I say to her? I really liked it. I said, don't sweat the tech stuff. Do simple, create when you can, and enjoy the journey. I'm going to read it one more time because I thought it was really good. Don't sweat the tech stuff. Do simple, create when you can, and enjoy the journey. Hope to see you next time. This is really cool. This is really cool. I really hope it recorded too.